Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Are you staring at your chemistry textbook and it feels like you're trying to read an ancient, alien language? Don't worry, you're not alone. Chemistry can feel super intimidating with all its formulas, reactions, and weird-sounding names. But what if I told you there's a way to not just pass chemistry, but to actually understand it, and maybe even enjoy it? Stick around, because today I am sharing the ultimate guide to mastering chemistry. The easy and effective way. First things first. Let's ditch the cramming. Chemistry is not a subject you can memorize the night before a test. It's like building with Legos. You need to understand how each brick connects to the next. So, the number one rule is study a little bit every day, after each class. Take just 15 to 20 minutes to review your notes. This small daily habit is a game changer. Helps move information from your short-term to your long-term memory, making everything stick much better. Next up, let's talk about the fundamentals. You can't build a skyscraper on a weak foundation, right? The same goes for chemistry. The first few chapters of your textbook are the absolute most important. I'm talking about atomic structure, the periodic table, and chemical bonding. Really, truly, deeply understand these concepts. Don't just skim them. Why is the periodic table arranged the way it is? What do those columns and rows actually mean? How do atoms decide to bond with each other? If you get these basics down solid, the more complex topics later on, like stoichiometry or thermodynamics, will suddenly make so much more sense. Alright, let's get practical. Chemistry is a doing subject. You can't learn it just by reading. You have to solve problems. Lots of them. Start with the example problems in your textbook. Cover up the solution and try to solve it yourself. If you get stuck, you get the first step. Then try again. The key here is not just getting the right answer, but understanding the process and the why behind each step. Once you're comfortable with the examples, move on to the end of chapter problems. Don't skip the numbered ones just because the answers are in the back. Use the answers to check your work, not to cheat your way through. The struggle is where the learning happens. Now for a secret weapon: visualization. Chemistry deals with stuff we can't see, like atoms and molecules. So, you need to build mental pictures. When you read about a reaction, don't just see letters and numbers on a page. Imagine the little molecules breaking apart and rearranging themselves to form new ones. Use molecular model kits if you have them. They are amazing for understanding 3D shapes. If not, there are tons of free online simulators and apps that let you build and rotate molecules. Even just drawing them out on paper can make a huge difference in connecting the abstract concepts to something tangible. Another massive tip is to learn the language. Chemistry has its own vocabulary. Create flashcards, either physical or digital, for new terms, symbols, and units. But don't just write the definition on the back. Write an example or draw a simple picture. For instance, for the term catalyst, you could write a substance that speeds up a reaction without being used up, and then draw little cartoon code sharing on the reactants. Making it personal and a bit silly helps it stick in your brain. Okay, let's talk about the lab. Lab work isn't just a requirement, it's your chance to see chemistry in action. Before you go into the lab, read the entire procedure. Understand the purpose of the experiment. What are you trying to discover or prove? And as you perform the experiment, think about how it connects to what you've learned in class. Why are you adding that specific chemical now? What does the color change signify? The lab is where theory meets reality, and it can create those aha moments that make everything click. Finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. This is so important. If you're stuck, you're stuck. Go to your teacher's office hours. That's what they're for. Form a study group with classmates. Explaining a concept to someone else is one of the best ways to solidify your own understanding. And if you're struggling with the pressure, remember that it's okay not to be okay. Your mental health is just as important as your grades. Many schools offer free counseling and support services, so please reach out if you need to. So, to recap: review daily, master the fundamentals, practice problems relentlessly, Visualize the concepts, learn the language, connect lab work to theory, and always ask for help. Chemistry is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself. Stay consistent. And I promise you'll start to see the patterns and beauty in how the world works on a molecular level. Thanks so much for watching. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more study strategies. Let me know in the comments which chemistry topic you find the toughest. See you in the next one.